What's up, Mose?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Just get into what's, I guess, the progress you've seen in yourself and just working with guys since Summer League. Because I keep hearing that people are saying you're looking more and more comfortable with what you're doing in your surroundings here.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. I'm in a new environment, so obviously going into that new environment, things might be a little bit different. But the more time I've been here, been around the guys, I would say I've been able to get more comfortable.
And what's the primary message that the development staff, the guys, John and those guys, what's the primary message they've been giving you?
Thus far, up to this point, we've really just been doing workouts. So mainly, it's been really development stuff and just getting the feel for the game. The older guys going to come in now. The training camp starting and really get adjusted to the way that we're going to be playing. So that's when most of that learning is going to come.
Have you been in many of the scrimmages? Have you been in many of the scrimmages that have been going on the last few weeks?
Yeah, I've been in the gym playing with all the guys coming in and out.
What's that been like, playing with more veteran NBA players?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, that's a new environment. Playing with these guys, a lot of them know the system, know how they like to play. So it's cool for me being able to, watch and then get on the floor and actually be in those different scenarios and situations. And that's a way that's been helping me develop.
Have you been around Iguodala much?
Yeah, I've been around him in the locker room, out there on the court. He's jumped in,
What's that been like early on, that relationship?
Yeah, it's good. He's a guy that's been through it all in the NBA. So especially a guy of his stature is in a perfect position to teach me as a young guy whatever I need, whatever I want to know, whatever I need to know.
You got yourself, Kuminga, obviously. Wiseman, I know he's not on the court, maybe 5-on-5, but he's a round, younger guy. Jordan Poole, maybe a younger guy. Do you feel kind of like there's a young unit? Is there a camaraderie among this group?
Yeah, I do feel like the young guys, obviously with me and JK coming in brand new to the situation, me personally, I kind of latched on to the older young guys a little bit during this part because the vets and all that it's still off season, but those guys have really been teaching us and really taking the wheel up to this point. And now that the other guys will be coming in, we'll develop those relationships as well.
So who are the older young guys? Wiseman and Poole, and is anybody else?
Yeah, all those guys: Wiseman, JP, Juan, D. Lee, Mike. All those guys been in.
Kerr brought up a comparison for you, said Trevor Ariza. I would imagine he might have said it to you. I don't know. Do you like that comparison? Do you know Ariza's game very well? Or what do you take out of that comparison?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy he's another guy that's sustained in the league for a long time, and he's a very solid player. He doesn't have many points that anything that he doesn't really do well. So you can put him in a lot of different situations, and I feel like in that scenario we are a lot alike. I feel like just adaptable and able to make things work.
Hey Moses, Colin Ward-Henninger, CBS Sports. I'm sure it's been a whirlwind since the draft. You go to Summer League, come back here for workouts. Is today, getting your picture taken, putting the uniform on, talking to us, is it starting to hit you that, you're a member of the Golden State Warriors or in the NBA?
Yeah. All of this has really just been an eye-opening experience because, up until this point, the draft was a big thing for me. But then since then, I've kind of just had my head down, working, trying to prepare for the season. So this is kind of letting me know that things are right around the corner. It's about to start getting real.
Modus, Jason Dumas, Crown 4 Sports. We chatted in the summer after, one of your games out in Sacramento, and you said you just want to get better every single day. But do you have any specific goals that you keep in mind that you want to achieve during your rookie year? Maybe you haven't even said them publicly yet. You might keep them in the back of your head, but there's anything specific that you want to accomplish this year?
Honestly, I really don't know what to expect. I'm an open book going in. I'm gonna learn and see where the season's going. But there's many different ways that the season could go, and I'm along for the ride.
Moses, everything I've heard is your two-way game is tailor-made to how the Warriors want to play basketball. Have you thought about that? And then maybe the defensive side of things for you, maybe being a faster way to getting some meaningful minutes?
Definitely. I feel like in all stages of the game up until this point, defense is what gets you on the floor. And and then once your offense gets going, that's what kind of keeps you there. So that's definitely something I'm going to put a lot of attention on, especially in pre-draft, because I mean the NBA is a completely different level than college, and I recognize that, and I understand that I'm a young guy, I'm a rookie, so I have a lot that I need to learn, and that's definitely an area I'm definitely going to focus on.
95.7 The Game, Joe Shasky. Last time we talked to you, you hadn't really done any exploring, and you didn't really try a lot of the food here in the Bay Area. Has anything changed in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I've gotten a chance to move around a little bit, been to a couple of different spots, and kind of got acquainted to the area a little bit more.
Little Golden Gate Bridge action?
Yep, made it to the Golden Gate Bridge,
Nice.
seen the Bay Bridge. We went to the court on Pursuit of Happiness, that they had that famous scene when he was telling his son, don't give up on his dreams. Yeah, we got to go out there, run around on the court a little bit with the kids.
So what's the food that you've eaten that they didn't necessarily have in Arkansas?
It's just, here we're closer to the water, so the seafood is a lot different than in the South, or in Arkansas at least. I mean, it's a lot of things that I've had before, but it's just a different taste to it because you're on a different part of the country.
Moses, who do you model your game after? I know we mentioned Ariza, but who did you watch growing up and try to pattern your game after?
When I was young, I watched a lot of Joe Johnson. He's from the city. He's from Little Rock. He came back every year and played in Dunbar League. Y'all probably don't know what that is. It's a league back home. But he came back every summer, played there, put on tournaments around the city. So he was kind of the blueprint. And that was just something somebody I always looked up to and said, when I make it, I want to be like him.
You going to do that too at some point then? You going to be giving back like that throughout your career?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How much contact have you had with Andre Iguodala so far? I mean, he's a veteran guy, wing, been in the league for a long time, and he's one of those guys that obviously knows a lot about the game.
Yeah. I've been around him in workouts and in the locker room, even in the scrimmages and all that we've done to this, all the work we've done to this point. So yeah, we're starting to build a relationship.
Is it because he's a guy who goes beyond basketball sometimes? Is it a lot about basketball or about other general stuff?
Yeah, in the locker room, it's pretty general. He's got all type of different things that he's into that he's willing to talk about and really kind of teach.